Oh, sorry. Oh, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Legendary speech to the Irish Parliament more than 50 years ago.
This is an extraordinary country. George Bernard Shaw, speaking as an Irishman, summed up an approach to life. Other people, he said, see things and say, why? But I dream things that never were, and I say, why not? Is that quality? It is that quality of the Irish, a remarkable combination of hope, confidence, and imagination that is needed more than ever today. The problems of the world cannot possibly be solved by skeptics or cynics whose horizons are limited by the obvious realities. We need men who can dream of things that never were and ask why not.
Mommy sings wonderfully, lamenting melodies. Their daddy comes home from work. He falls in and goes berserk. The priest calls around for tea. He always seems so terribly lonely. Talks of industrial school as he looks at me so cool. On Paddy's Day, well, they marched in America. On Paddy's Day, well, they danced down Cricklewood Way. On Paddy's Day, well, they sang round Botany Bay. On Paddy's Day, for my sanity I pray. Tough up to black and tans, so did our Uncle Dan. Then there was civil war.
Mom? Mom?
That'll be your cue, kiddo. Light me up. Part of this town died the day they banned smoking in bars. Outside like a criminal. A pariah.
What's a pariah?
It speaks. Nice mask. A pariah's an outcast, honey. Like you and me. The outsiders.
I need someone to deal with this now.
Guys, could you talk to her?
Go through that door, I'll come out to you.
What are you doing here on your birthday?
Waiting.
Aren't we all? You got a name?
Patrick.
Thank Christ you weren't born on April Fool's Day. Here's to you, Patrick. May nobody rain on your parade today. I'm Karen. And I don't want to go back to my room, so let's drink.
You live in a hotel?
One night only. Didn't want to leave a mess in the family home. What do you mean? Of course you don't. I live in Dublin, but let's not talk about this shit. Drink up, birthday boy.
But you don't understand. He's not able to look after himself.
Could he be considered dangerous?
He has mental health issues, and you presume he attacks women in the shower.
Maybe you could pass on my ex-wife's address to him.
Is that meant to be humorous? I misled nobody.
Give it 24 hours. If we're hearing anything, we'll be in touch.
My boy is missing, and you'll be in touch. Isn't there anybody else I could speak to?
No. I'm all you've got.
Don't need business cards anymore. Music lover.
That isn't music.
This is me. Where are you going? What are you gonna do in your room?
Wait.
Come here. Closer. Permission to speak, sir? That's your cue to say permission granted. Roleplay, not your thing.
What's roleplay?
We're not fooling around, so get that idea out of your head right now. Okay, maybe a little, but that's it. What are you waiting for? Get a written invitation?
I'm schizophrenic.
Aren't we all? You're right. I'm too old and too drunk. Go to your room. Play your waiting game.
What did you mean by fooling around?
Doesn't have a girlfriend, does he?
Of course not.
They don't have lovers?
Who?
Well, you know, schizos. What about friends?
No, not in the city.
Does he have cash, credit cards?
A small amount. It's from his job. It's really more of a hobby. No cards. I've taken care of him since day one, so there's no need. It's just enough for sweets and cigarettes. That's all.
They smoke?
St. Augustine said everybody should have one vice.
Oh, yeah? What's yours?
I don't smoke.
Mine's comedy. You probably know all the jokes.
Jokes?
Any obscure ones? Hear about the schizo who told his wife he was seeing other people? Or, if a schizo threatens suicide, is that considered a hostage situation? See, I prefer the ones where the punchline is part of the joke itself. Do you know what I mean?
Schizophrenia is not a multiple personality disorder.
It isn't? See what I know. One last one. I bet schizophrenics hate knock-knock jokes. Punchline part of it. Pure.
This is music. What do you see? Patrick, tell me what you see.
Woman.
Why are you here? Waiting for what? You sure you weren't born on April Fool's Day? Go back to your room.
Permission to speak, sir.
Permission granted.
Your underwear. Take them off. Please.
this before. And you want to. Now, with me.
Patrick?
You okay, birthday boy?
Where have you been? I asked you a question. Where have you been? Look at me.
Don't be a coward.
What's that? Are you Karen?
What the fuck can I do for you?
Mum!
What are you smiling at?
But I love her.
Get back in that room now! Don't have me tell you again.
You don't seem to know how beautiful you are.
Patrick? Get back here now. Haven't you forgotten something?
Patrick.
Hey, Patricia. So, how are you?
I'm fine.
I wasn't really asking. My cut. I'm going to count to 3. 1, 2. Open your hand. Open it now. Yeah. Okay. That wasn't supposed to happen, but it's your own fault. Anybody asks, you did it in work, okay? Do you hear me, Patrick? All right, Freddie? Beep, beep. Will I take Patrick's turn?
Yeah, she moved them in last week. Oh, the bastard's probably using my stereo too.
Who's that?
You gonna sit there all day? My son had what you have. And spotted a mile away.
Stephanie, have you seen Patrick?
He's at work.
Not today.
This is why they shouldn't be allowed to just come and go.
A policy I've never subscribed to.
Freddie, have you seen Patrick?
So if you could phone me as soon as possible. Thank you.
I'll pay you.
Make me a private dick.
€400.
Good night and good luck.
500?
When did you last have a good time?
Excuse me?
I'll help you, but not for money.
You think I'm that sort of woman?
Conversation over.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand. What did you mean?
This whole place, inside, these people are docile. No fight in them. Laugh at anything, the Irish. But you, last time you didn't even grin.
So?
So you are objective out there. ladies and gentlemen, all that shit. So I walk on, and I say, you're all under arrest. And they laugh. And then I say, this is no fucking joke. And they laugh. And get this, I pull out my gun, and I start picking them off one by one, blowing them away. Of course, they're only blanks. But can you imagine that split second when they believe it's real? What's the face for?
Nothing. No, it's good. It's very good.
That's only the beginning.
My apologies. Go on.
You yawning in my face.
I'm exhausted. It's no reflection on your material.
Yeah, I heard you. Good, very good. Only a woman could crush you with a compliment.
Can we please?
Not until you tell me what's wrong with it.
You're not funny.
You're full of shit.
You asked for the truth. There it is. You want to be a vaudevillian, but you're simply not funny.
What do politicians use for contraception? Their personalities.
Can we find my son now?
Got you something?
What happened to your hand?
You have a toy plane?
You need a bath. You're gonna sit there judging me and all your filth? And you better join me, come on. Make a toast.
I love you.
Make a different toast.
I do.
Let's drink to your mutt. What's his name?
He doesn't have one.
The dog with no name. Let's call him Clint. Here's to Clint. Okay, let's go.
I do.
Then stop saying it.
Stay here.
What now?
We wait.
Why not?
Is that her?
Arrest her.
For what?
For that. For taking advantage of him.
Looks pretty consenting to me. She may have a couple of years on the kid, but they're both adults.
Adult implies he can make up his own mind.
From where he had his hands, I think his mind's pretty well made up. You show your face over there now with him in a pre-hump haze, he's going to tell you to go fuck yourself.
Pre-hump haze? What is wrong with you?
Well, I can dress it up in fancier language if you want, but it won't change the meaning. At least you know where she lives.
For the first time since I had him, I don't know what to do.
This is the last time. 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 This is the last time.
Well, I don't mind giving you a lift, but I need a shower before I get back to work.
I can wait in the car.
Come in if you want to. Don't if you don't. You want a beer?
I'm no good. You need to know that. In here. What I've done, I'm rotting inside. Please don't look at me. I'm gonna have to drive you back.
There must be a reason.
What do you think it was? What is it always?
Surely not the woman.
She brought me here. But she's not the reason I stay.
You'll be fired.
Dublin won't die because I didn't turn up for work.
Why did you stay?
A kid. A girl. A beauty. Katie Jo. When we split, her mother wouldn't let me see her.
When was the last time?
Don't ask. Sometimes I check through the system to make sure she's okay, you know, but mostly I stay.
Are you trying to impress me?
Is it working?
Mostly you stayed for what?
Can we change the fucking subject?
Have you ever broken the law in your job?
Ask a different question.
Mostly stayed for what?
Well, if she was in trouble, she might walk into the station and need her dad to be a hero.
To Katie Jo and the things we do for our children.
You know what? I could be wrong. But you might not be the total bitch I thought you were. Yeah, I've broken the law. The whole fucking force has.
I'm gonna fly someday. They won't let me keep him at the home.
Don't look at me. Jesus, one is worse than the other. Thank you, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a brief diversion.
One more, please. One more. Yes!
Have you ever been alone in a corner with no way out but forward? Have to dig deep down inside you, dig up a smile. The one you love doesn't know it. How'd you feel if you ever show it? You destroy things, so you go it alone and loyal. You're the cure for everything that hurts me. You're the cure. Closer you come to me, like a bird, my heart soars free and wild. Thought to going through this a long life, but never once holding you between my shoulders or feel your side with joy. Your sweet breath upon my neck was so unprotected. Have you ever been taunted? Do you know what it means to be haunted?
You visit me?
By the vision of the one you wanted.
That'll be your cue, kiddo.
Have you ever felt cheated? When you fall for one you can't be with, you catch them watching you and you're greeted with possibilities. You're the cure for everything that hurts me. The cure, my paradise when you smile.
I miss my wife.
Lost for words, the closer you come to me, like a bird, my heart soars free and wide.
Out. Listen, Matt, you want to go to the dog pound? I don't have time for your shit.
There's that mouth again.
Jesus, here we go.
You shouldn't have seen him again.
Maybe if you did your job properly, he wouldn't have been lying on the side of the street and I wouldn't be... What do you want?
Patrick never lied to me until the day he met you. Never. So I had no reason to think he wouldn't be safe at the home.
It's a hospital. A place to dump somebody so you can return home. Did you know he was being robbed by one of the orderlies? Nearly broke his hand, he did.
Did you know that was a delusion? One of many. Standard part of any persecution complex. He hurt his hand at work. He does it all the time. He also hears soundtracks in his head to keep the illusion alive, to avoid reality. They call those oral hallucinations. Anything else you want to tell me about my son?
What am I doing here? I got a dog I don't want and a bitch I want less.
You wouldn't be what?
Come on, Clint. Don't worry. I won't be seeing your precious baby again. I'm moving out of this shithole.
You wouldn't be what?
Retraining in a place called Crawley. Aptly named. England far enough away for you?
He wouldn't be lying on the side of the street, and you wouldn't be what? You're certain he doesn't know?
What did I just tell you?
I'll pay for all expenses.
You just learned about your grandchild, yet you'd strangle the fetus now if you could.
You wanted growing up knowing its father's mentally retarded, or perhaps being retarded itself. You're actually thinking of keeping it. How real do you think Patrick's feelings for you are?
Almost as real as your hate.
Has the shaking started yet? The vomiting? The violence? With enough strength to break a rib and puncture the skin? How are you going to deal with him? He meets you and thinks he doesn't need medication because he forgets what happens. The vomiting and the shaking are just the beginning. You wait for the hallucinations, the paranoia, the fear, the rage, the need to die.
They should hire you to sell alcohol. Sales would go through the roof.
I have no hate for you. That's not real. Just as his love isn't real.
You're the expert.
Compared to you, yes. This feeling is just another one of the conditions that Patrick needs controlled by medication.
Love as a disease.
For him, it is. Cast me as a witch if you want. But Patrick has the ability to project this onto anybody at any time. Erotomania, they call it.
To erotomania.
That's no answer.
You don't want to buy a dog, do you?
Yes or no?
I think it's my first time out of the traps. I've made the appointment already. Now, I usually don't like drinking alone, but in your case, I'll make an exception.
You must humiliate him. It will only make it worse if you just vanish.
It's a laugh a minute with you, isn't it? I wonder the kid's fucked up.
He'll think you're trying to keep the love secret. I know my son. And the only way to end this is to hurt or humiliate him. But he must never know. If you care at all, you'll break him to cure him of you.
Like the cancer that I am. We can't do this. Are you listening to me?
Permission to speak, sir.
We're not playing.
Message received and understood, sir.
Are you completely retarded?
Permission to speak, sir. No, you have to say permission granted.
Permission granted.
You always say, we can't do this, and then we do it.
Not this time.
Then when? Then when, sir?
Never again. The game is over.
But you always say...
I have to go.
I mean, permission to speak, sir.
Permission not granted. And I don't want this. Fuck off, Patrick. Fuck off. You hear me? Your mother was right. You are a retard, and I want nothing to do with you. Is that permission to speak enough for you?
Permission to speak. I know I can read books and watch films and listen to the news and talk.
And I can be a lousy bitch who'll cut your heart out just to watch you bleed.
You wouldn't do that.
Maybe I was at the hotel to take mine. Maybe you did save me. Who knows? But we live in this shit and there's nothing we can do about it. I can't have a relationship with the normal. How am I supposed to with...
A man. I'm a man now.
Yes, you are. More than most.
Hey, Rain Man. Think I've got all night to stand out here waiting to get pissed on, do you?
Permission to speak, sir.
Permission granted, Private.
Why does love hurt, sir?
I don't know. But I'm gonna give you something to take your mind off it. I'm gonna count to 3. 1, 2. Patrick.
Still necessary.
Until we establish an overview, staff need to know they are protected. These lucky charges aren't being pressed.
Patrick?
Where's Cahir?
Shh, shh, shh. Sleep. Sleep. Sweetie, sleep. That's it. Sleep. Sleep. That's it.
You keep saying you know her.
Maybe she's just another one of his hallucinations.
Piecing together what we know from his most lucid moments, it seems he believes that this woman was his girlfriend and that a member of our staff was his rival for... Just a moment.
What do we do?
Well, as you know, delusional paranoia impacts different people in different ways. So we will up his medication, although not all people respond to it as favorably as others. So we will have to consider other possibilities. Excuse me.
Do you have a dog?
Hmm?
Do you have a dog?
No. Never had the inclination.
Is he going to be okay?
Don't worry about him. Did you ever meet any of Patrick's friends?
I'm his friend.
His other friends?
I'm his best friend.
Oh. I know that, Freddie. Hmm? Did you ever meet Karen? Have you ever met her or not?
Did I do something wrong?
No.
Patrick told me about her, but I never... Why?
I've forgotten where Patrick keeps his private, secret things. Do you remember?
No.
You're great, Freddie.
He's my best friend in the whole world, too.
Tell him. Mom, tell the doctor.
Good morning, sweetie.
Tell him you know her. We'll see who's imagining things.
Did you sleep well?
Karen, tell him about Karen from the hotel. Karen Prescott.
Do we have to do this again?
What?
I know you don't remember, but whenever you come out of the medication, you ask for somebody called Karen, and we keep telling you we don't know who she is.
But you do.
Patrick, I've never met her.
The hotel, you had a fight?
No fight.
Why are you saying this?
You're right. I'm sorry. I met her.
Really?
At the hotel, we had a fight.
See? I told you. Told all of you!
This isn't helping him.
She was there. She knows her.
It's true.
Thank you, Ma'am. Mwah. Thank you.
We had a fight at the hotel. I was there. As you say, Patrick, Karen is real. I met her.
What do you do?
Nothing.
What did she look like?
Patrick, it's okay. I know it's true. Karen is real. I met her.
Why are you lying? You never met her. Ma'am, she's real. She's real. She's real.
I'm here.
She's real.
I'm here.
She's real.
Yeah, I'm here. Patrick had a dog, Zack. And he loved that dog as much as any 9-year-old boy could. The day that Zack died, I knew I couldn't tell Patrick. I told him he was with his dog friends at a beautiful farm and that we'd visit him tomorrow. Patrick cried, but I explained that Zack was happy and how excited he'd be when Patrick came to visit. The next day, I said there was a problem with the car, but we'd get the bus tomorrow. Patrick cried. The day after, I said there was a bus strike. He cried again, but he cried less. It took a long time for him to stop asking about the dog. And then one day, to help him, I confused him. Patrick didn't know anymore if the dog was real or not, so he asked me. And I told him that the dog was in a storybook that I used to read to him as a small boy. And my son smiled. And he said it wasn't real. And I told him he had an artist's imagination. And he smiled some more. And at that moment, he and I were as close as we'd ever been. My vice is that I will do whatever is required to protect my son from his own mind. And right now, I need to convince him that this woman never happened. That she wasn't real.
He's not a 9-year-old boy anymore.
Yes, he is. Patrick sees and hears things that don't exist. He experiences events that never happened. This is just another delusion.
But this happened.
Not if we say it didn't.
Who's Patrick's father?
Our business card.
What does that mean?
One thing has nothing to do with the other.
You want me to use my position to lie to a mentally ill young man? You better answer any question I want, you crazy bitch.
We met young. He was in sales, religious, all that entails. That was how we met and how we came here. He was never around much, but when Patrick was diagnosed at 14, Bill spent more and more time on the road. He'd call every so often, lonely in some hotel room, end up crying, saying how sorry he was. When I asked him what for, he'd hang up. Wouldn't hear from him again for weeks. He was never around for Patrick's birthdays, but he'd call. Eventually he stopped doing that. I pointed that out on Patrick's 15th birthday. So, as a throwaway gesture, Bill gave Patrick his card with his phone and email on it so that Patrick could ring or write whenever he wanted. Our phone bills. Mainly it was just Patrick leaving voice messages that were never answered. Then on Patrick's next birthday, he called and got a disconnected tone. He emailed, and it bounced back.
And you never heard from him again?
Yeah, it's no loss. Will you do this for me? One final decent thing.
Where are we? This is it. This is the street.
There's nobody there! There never was!
Liar! I was here. I was here.
What more do you want me to do? Hmm? Do you want me to go to the police to prove she didn't exist? Will they be liars too? Are the doctors liars? Are we all liars?
I was here. Thanks, Mum. Really, thank you.
Where do we go?
McMahon, you know how we find out about Karen?
You all right?
We're looking for Karen Prescott. We think she's missing.
Yeah, missing person. She go through that door over there. I'll come out.
Thank you.
You sure this is the address?
We just came from there.
It was empty. A to let sign outside.
She must have moved.
You sure her surname is Prescott?
Yes, I have her business card.
Oh?
I think I lost it.
According to our records, the previous occupant was a man in his 80s and he passed away 2 weeks ago. Lived at that address for 40 years.
But I was in there.
Maybe it was his daughter.
Yes. Good idea, Mum. Did you check that?
His name was Fitzpatrick, not Prescott. And there was no next of kin.
But I was in there.
Nobody of that name has ever lived at this address.
No.
Thank you for your time. Home at last. Want me to tuck you in?
How do I get these pictures out of my head?
Oh.
Out of my stomach?
They'll go away, sweetie. I promise. See you tomorrow.
You knew the street she lived on?
What?
Karen, you knew the street and the house. How?
You told me. You told everyone, don't you remember?
When?
How else would I know? You told me. That's how I knew. Are you going to continue with this?
Sorry.
I've done a lot of shit in my time. I've never been ashamed of any of it. Until today.
Are you going to behave? Stop it. Right. Let's see if there's something good here. Shall I order for both of us?
Mom.
Don't worry about it.
Mom.
It's forgotten.
Mom! I hate you. And I want to die.
Mostly, it's just short-term memory loss. The success rate is up to 90%, whereas antidepressants is only 60%. And we begin with 12 sessions a month. Then you can withdraw consent at any time. It's just, he isn't showing any signs of improvement. I mean, the silence, the anger, the weeping, and now the suicidal tendencies. The medication just isn't having any impact.
I'm not putting him through that.
The myths surrounding this are just that. Myths. Yes, it's a last resort, but apart from the memory loss, there are more advantages. So, what did you say, Patrick?
No.
No, you do not.
Why do you want it, Patrick?
Memory.
Will you give us a moment, please?
What are you thinking? You heard what he said about memory? I know they're not real, but if I can take the pictures of her out of my head, I can be better again. Please, please, Mom. Help me, Mom. I'm sorry for everything I ever did to you. Help me, please. Help me do this.
Patrick, you haven't eaten or drank anything since last night?
Nearly there, Patrick. Now, Patrick, you'll be asleep for no longer than 10 minutes, and you'll have no recollection of anything that occurs, okay? So don't worry about anything. Any further questions? All right. Now, Patrick, I'm just going to slip this over your mouth, okay? There you go. Now, just relax. I want you to start counting back from 10 for me, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7. Just a muscle relaxant. Just means his body won't damage itself when he's having a seizure. He said us what he wanted.
I'm sorry, I have to wait outside.
First time's always difficult to watch, but you did the right thing. He'll probably regain consciousness shortly, so I'll come back then. Come on.
It's all right. You can touch him if you want to.
Coming back to it. Come on, Patrick. It's time for breakfast. You hear me, Patrick? Huh? Hey. Welcome back.
My head hurt.
Well, you've just had your first electroconvulsive experience.
Where's Karen?
It's okay. You're all right. You're all right. Okay. Just relax. Just relax. That's it.
Where's Karen?
It's okay.
I want her.
It's okay. Calm down. Calm down.
Shh. Where is she?
Patrick.
Where? I just want to see her. I just want to see her. Oh, no.
Patrick.
I just want to see Karen.
Okay.
I just...
Okay.
No, I just want to see Karen. I just want to see Karen. No. I still remember. I remember her. I remember.
It's okay. Here's to you, Patrick. I'll stop. May nobody rain on your parade today. Maybe you did save me.
You okay, birthday boy?
Hey.
Fuck off. Sleep. Maybe you did save me. Down for what you see. Fuck off. Yeah? You hear me? Yeah? It speaks. Fuck off. Right. You are a retard and I want nothing to do. Are you completely retarded? Fuck off.
There's nobody there. There never was.
You are a retard and I want nothing to do with... Maybe you did save me. Come here. What do you see? Patrick, tell me what you see. You okay, birthday boy?
Happy birthday.
"28. Can't be late."
Thanks, man.
Happy Paddy's Day, Patrick.
Thank you. Oh! Photo? Happy birthday. Will you cut it? That's it. Smile. Patrick, this way, darling. Sweetheart. Patrick, got your ticket here. Patrick. That's all right. All right.
Hello? Is this working?
You know, I'm at that.
Dad? Ever fallen in love, folks? Hurts like cancer, doesn't it? My ex-wife became a socialist anorexic lesbian. The only thing she'll eat now is working class pussy. Oh, too politically incorrect for you? Hey, if you want politically incorrect, you've no idea how bad a police station can get. One night, they hauled in this prostitute with a glass eyeball.
Is that the anorexic lesbian?
Yeah? Hello?
Are you there? Please don't hang up. I need your help. ever been alone in a corner with no way out but forward? Have to dig deep down inside you, dig up a smile. The one you love doesn't know it, and you feel if you ever show it, you destroy things, so you go it alone and loyal. You're the cure for everything that hurts me. You're the cure. My pain dies when you smile. Lost for words, the closer you